In news tonight, violent conflict broke out last night in central Uppsala between two pirates. Police were called to the scene and witnesses described the outbreak as fiery and explosive.
I don't trust you. I'm still angry.
Why are you still angry?
Let's talk about this.
What's going on? You can't be angry with me for being sick. That's life. Shit happens. I could also be angry with you for writing the analysis without me or editing what I wrote. I wish I could have been sick before we went to Falun, instead of now when there's one more work to do.
I understand that you've been sick, but I expect you to make up for not doing so much work in the beginning.
I didn't feel like there was work to do before we conducted the interviews.
You said that you'd work from home to make up for the missing group work, so I wrote on Facebook that you should write 2 pages for the group process to make up for not writing much after you missed the meeting, and you liked it, which I assumed meant that you would do it, but then you didn't do it, and you didn't say anything, so I had no choice but to assume that you were being lazy or something.
I had a headache. And I went to sleep and I woke up very late that day. And then I saw your messages on the Facebook group about being very angry. You should not be angry. You know that I'm sick. So what are you angry about then? That I didn't read about the methods before?
When we talked about what methods and theories to use after our consultation meeting with Lars, I was the only one who said that I didn't understand what some of the theories and methods were. Nobody else said anything, so Sammy posted the literature for me to read online. You didn't even know that the literature had been posted until yesterday when we talked about it. And you didn't tell anyone that you didn't know any of the theory until after the analysis had already been finished.
Wait, so I had a clue about them, but I didn't know much about them and I didn't want to read about them because I don't have the material to analyze.
Yeah, but hey, we all work differently and therefore our perspectives are different as well.
This is group work and I feel we should be equally prepared so that we can be efficient together. Everybody was supposed to read about the theories before our meeting so that we can discuss them.
I understand that you think that it's important to do equally amount of work, but sometimes it's not possible. If I say I'm going to do something and I don't do it, then you should think that I wanted to do it but couldn't.
How are we supposed to know what's happening if you don't communicate? At least other members say things like they have children or they have to work and we know what their priorities are and we know what to expect. You agreed to doing extra work to make up for not doing much, but then you didn't add anything to the report. When we spoke about it at the last meeting, you didn't want to write extra in the group process and you didn't want to do extra work for the presentation. So how are you going to make up for not doing much?
Well, I added some things. You already guys did the analysis and discussion part, so I tried to comment and suggest improvements and changes. So what do you want me to do? Do you want me to do the presentation alone?
I'm not going to participate in the presentation.
Kathy has done most of the work, so if she does not feel like presenting, then it's okay, I think.
I cannot do the presentation by my own, especially not the group process part.
I'll help you with the presentation.
How do you feel now, Gofran?
Oh, I feel okay. It's better.
How do you feel now, Kathy?
I just want to say that if you don't tell us anything, then it's not possible for us to know what's happening. If you don't communicate, then we can't understand and we're going to make our own assumptions.
I'm sorry for not communicating in a better way.
I'm sorry for getting angry.
Communication is carrot. No. Communication is key.